prank panel. That's right, it has Johnny Knoxville, Eric Andre, Gabri Sidibe, little people, big people, and furry. Normally when you need furry representation, it's for like a court case, you know what I mean? Yes. So thank you all for coming. My life has been quite the journey to get here. I'm 34. Oh, whoa. That's why, because it's just tons of paws coming at me every day. Rawr, rawr, yammo, yammo, yammo. Pay your taxes, yammo, yammo, yammo. And I found that autistic people are very attractive. Do you know what I mean? I find autistic furries hot. Which, that sentence, it makes sense to me. But if I said, like, I find retarded people sexy, like, that would sound really weird. But the difference is y'all are not retarded. You're just neurospicy, okay? Like, we found that autistic people have an amazing array of talents and interests. You know, the furry fandom was born out of quite the niche community of animal lovers. Arrar. I'll be getting into more hyena mode as we go on, so if I start undulating and thriving, you know, that's just my yin coming out. Do we have any yins in the audience? Okay, we got one right up front. Very nice. Thank you, brother. We are getting stronger every day, the hyena family. Oh yeah, them yins, I tell you, the stink, I can smell it from outside the hotel. Gotta take a shower, 6 showers a day, 2 meals, and 1 sleep. I think that's the rule. Yes, we all have probably a very interesting history online. That's how we became furries, you know? I grew up in Murray, Kentucky. This was voted the friendliest town in America in 2012. Yeah, and we haven't won since, so I guess everyone stopped holding the goddamn door, you know? They're like, fuck this shit. We won it, I'm not being nice anymore. No, I love where I grew up. It was very nice. It's like a bubble, though. Just like LA can be a bubble, Kentucky can be a bubble. Some of the nicest people you'll meet there. Some of the nicest meth heads. And, you know, some of the meanest Christians. It's just, there's levels to everything, am I right, people? You know, my mother, she's the strongest woman I know. Yeah, she's a bodybuilder. But she's not just strong physically, you know, she's emotionally the most supportive thing in my entire life. She knows I'm a furry. She's almost overly supportive, you know? She's like, if I was a furry, I would be a badger because I would fuck up a snake for you, son. I'm like, Mom, thank you, Mama, thank you, but you're not gonna get any dick talking that way, you know? You're gonna scare the scalies. I know that's, she's like, I would fuck them up for you. I would take a bullet for you. My mom over my whole life must have listed 100 ways for other people to die by her, you know? She's like, I would stab them, choke them, kill them in their sleep, and I'd go to jail. I'm like, that's nice, Mama. It's the good pork chop. I'm a furry secretly. I didn't come out until I was a senior in high school. Yeah, I think we all had our different coming out stories, but I remember it was prom night, and the hottest gay boy in the school was going to have a lake party, you know? He's like a little rich bitch boy, you know what I mean? Like, you bougie boys with your nice families, like, be thankful for your nice things, okay? Don't be spoiled, okay? Also, meet me after the con. I would love to talk to you. See if you have like a fun house party or something. And I remember kissing him and feeling like I was on cloud 9. And what a great moment, right? That first gay kiss of the guy you really like, or girl, or it, they, them, whatever it is. And to get there, I had to tell my mom I was going to this party. And she was like, you're not going. She is so anti-alcohol, anti-drugs, you know? She's like a too friendly con. She's like, no drugs, no kink gear, no pup masks. I'm like, Mom, how do you know this language? I have been teaching you too much. But she was like, I don't want you to go to this lake party. And we're arguing, and I'm like, I'm 18, I want to go. And she's like, well, so you don't have a crush on, we'll call him L. Pierce. And I was like, oh, No? She was like, well, why do you get so defensive about it? And I said, because every time you talk to me about being gay, I want to kill myself. Yeah, that's that Kentucky trauma. That's Mitch McConnell going, you like that, you little homo? Don't ever come out. Don't ever come out. Bernie won't save you. Also, your hair smells good. Thank you, Mitch. I am very clean hyena. Let me talk to Lindsey Graham and see if you can come over. And she stopped, when she heard that. And she goes, okay, go have fun at L. Pierce's, and I will talk about this tomorrow. And the next day, we sat down for sushi, and I came out to my mother, and I couldn't be more thankful for my supportive mom. You know what I mean? So thankful. The problem is now I'm like, I don't want to overshare with my mom, I don't want to be like, what'd you do at the furry con? I'm like, well, night one. Let's see, I took the mushrooms around 6 o'clock. They got stuck in my throat. Started getting naked. We got 2 noise complaints from the Hilton. No big deal, mama. Yeah, did anybody else have a party last night? Okay, I feel like only these people had a party last night. The rest of you guys were trying to sleep while they partied. You're like, shut the fuck up! You stinky yeens. No, we got 2 noise complaints, and I went to another floor, because it totally killed the vibe. And that floor was way louder. I was like, this is what a party's supposed to be. Do you not know who I am? I was on ABC Hulu, ooh woo. Do I have to suck off the concierge to have a party? I mean, Jesus, fuck. Because I will suck off the concierge. I don't even know what a concierge is. That's how dumb I am. If they were like, point out the concierge, I'd be like, oh, fuck. That guy? Yes, it's been quite the journey here. So we're all here as furries. We love fursuits, am I right? We love furry art, am I right? I just want to say I'm so happy to see the dealer's den getting flocked with people buying new heads and tails. Congratulations on your paws. That's a sweet balaclava. Hey, nice sex toy. I don't know where that goes in you, but I don't judge. And we're a wonderful community. And you don't have to have a fursuit to be a furry. We all know this. A lot of normies get it wrong. They're like, so do you fuck in the suit? I'm like, that's called a mersuit. Do you know nothing of our culture and people? Furries are a rich culture, We like to dance in the moonlight, especially werewolves. Furries have a bad rep, and the media doesn't help. The media says things like, they're pissing in litter boxes. My kid's squatting in school going, all right, peas in 3, meow, 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 meow. Splurp, splurp. I'm gonna go hack up a hairball. That's before math. And it hurts us. It's all thinly veiled queerophobia. Am I right? We got any queers in here? We'll find out if you're telling the truth. So that's why I'm so glad that I, Comidiyeen, my real name, Adario Mercadante. Yeah, I know, kind of confusing from Kentucky. I don't speak a lick of Spanish. I speak a little Japanese, a little Weebanese. Anybody speak Weebanese in here? Konnichiwa. I was on a show on ABC Hulu called The Prank Panel. Let me take you through the journey of a humble furry who only had to his name a $40 tail. And this show, the idea of it is that you pitch a prank like Shark Tank, but for pranks. Which, by the way, the Shark Tank party is at 8 tonight, and it's a totally different kind of shark. So if you're not ready for 2 penises, do not come, okay? Yeah. If only they had 2 buttholes, am I right? But this show, I pitched a prank that involved furries, and I had to go up in front of a celebrity panel that I didn't know who it was yet. And when I go up, and it's, they're rolling their cameras, you go to this wall, and it spins around. And it spins around, and all of a sudden, I'm facing Johnny Knoxville, Eric Andre, and Gabri Sidibe. Yes, and I'm wearing a fucking tail. Oh, I hope the mainstream's ready for this. When I first pitched, I went from that room and I went to another room with a big green screen, and we were doing all these things, and they go, can you turn to the camera and show us it's not a butt plug? I did it, but I was like, this is offensive. Somehow that didn't make it into the final fucking cut. But I'm up there and I'm getting interviewed, I'm like, hello, Johnny, hello, everybody. And they're like, hi, what's that behind you? And I go, oh, this is my tail. I am a furry. And Eric Andre goes, so what does that mean? Like you fuck the robots at Chuck E. Cheese? I'm not into FNAF like that, Eric. I'm not into that fucking murder robot sex shit, okay? With dead children inside I don't know. It's the lore of FNAF. Don't be mad at me. There'll be another game by Christmas, goddammit. So I explained to them what furries are. I'm like, I'm so glad you brought that up, Eric, because we actually call that yiffing. And as I say the word yiffing, Gabri Sidibe jumps in and she goes, yiffing! Like she couldn't fucking wait. She was like, it's called yiffing. When they fuck, it's called yiffing. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Sorry, I haven't come since Sunday. I'm pent up. Woo. You know what it is when you just say ooh woo, you can get away with anything. Ooh woo. Sorry about all those nasty words I said. Oh. So, these people decide to do my prank. Like I pitch a prank to take my normie friend who's just furry adjacent. And some of you in the room may be adjacent to furries right now. And most of us are furries, but they decide to make the prank, right? And I can't believe it. What ends up happening the day of the prank is that I think I'm going to take my friend on a furry pub crawl. Yes, and through Manhattan Beach, suddenly a bunch of furries would appear on a bus and have a furry dance-off, like West Side Story, but with like meow and basically just West Side Story. It's the exact same fucking thing, but with cat ears and shit. I was like, yes, let's do it. And I get on set that day, and I'm nervous as heck. And there's Johnny Knoxville and the crew. Lance Bangs, who's filmed so much Jackass material. Rachel Wolfson, the only female member of Jackass. Wonderful stand-up comedian and a friend of mine. She's pretending to be like this documentary shooter, like G'day, let's look at the furries. This is how they mate. Look at that. Wow, the furry can mate for up to 22 days. Wow. Holy fuck. Their balls can contain enough semen to drown the savannah. God, I miss Steve Irwin. I know, I miss him. His son carries on his legacy. Well, let me tell you about this prank. They ended up, my target, my friend, they ended up going to his house a week early to tell him, hi, we're friends of Yamos, and he wanted to prank you, and we thought, he's so sweet, let's reverse prank him. I know, that's some bullshit. You guys, I went to the writer's room for this, So the day of the set, because you can watch this on ABC Hulu, and it just changed my life, but the day of the thing, we have all these people who are clearly, background extras. They don't know what a furry is, really. Maybe they've heard of it, but, imagine you've never heard of furries, and they're like, okay, act like a furry. Here's a fursuit. You'd be like, what the fuck do I... am I doing it? I have a tail? But what happens is I get on set, and they're like, we're going to cow prod your friend. And I'm like, oh, that seems like a lot. I was like, well, if you're going to do that to my friend, I should know how it feels. Right? It's only fair. So I say I should know how it feels, and Johnny Knoxville takes this cow prod, and he holds it out, and he says, put your hand on top of it. I put my hand on it. It was very strong, okay? But at the same time, like, I wasn't mad. Like, if you get zapped by Johnny Knoxville, that's a fucking honor. You know? He could have started whipping the shit out of me. I would have been like, thank you. Oh, you were so funny and jackass. How's Steve-O? Oh. Steve-O's just like, yeah, dude. Whip the shit out of that furry, dude. I'm like, fuck, Steve-O. You skated on my back, dude. Radical. Gnarly. Well, we're waiting for my friend. He shows up. And we put him in a fake fox. Well, a lot of these suits look like knockoffs. You know, I don't want to tell Hollywood how to do its job, but I'm sure they found some cheap suits because it would have been way too expensive to get just the most best of the best. But we go through this. I think it's going well. I put itching powder in his suit. Ha, ha, ha. The suit smells like dead fish. He, he, he. I'm a little furry. What a little prankster shit. What a little shitty eat. Ha, ha. Well, he goes off to the bathroom to try to take the head off. And when he comes back, they're like, okay. When he comes back, and he's wearing a full fox outfit, we're gonna cow prod him. I said, okay. So here he comes. My friend gets closer and she goes, zap! And he jumps into the street. And on the street, a motorcycle comes out of nowhere and rams him dead in the legs right in front of me. Yeah, it's very jarring to see a motorcycle hit your friend, especially if it's not in like GIF. You know, like I feel like if it's a porn scenario, I can make anything work, but I'm just saying there's some interesting comics out there, you know. I'm not a masochist or sadist. But this is like totally taking me by surprise. So an ambulance shows up. And the ambulance comes and they're like, you know, did he hit his head? I think he hit his head. We're gonna take him to the hospital. I'm like, stay focused, JMO. I don't know what the hell's happening. There's no way this could go this wrong. Just stay in it. And they put him inside the back, or they're about to wheel him into the ambulance, and we're on a slope. You see where I'm going. We're on this slope, and he starts to wheel down the hill. And I'm like, oh my God! He becomes a Benny Hill sketch, you guys. He hits a furry, flies over him, backflip. He hits a mailman. Where do those come from? And he finally hits a fucking milkman. Like, things that don't exist anymore. And then I'm just like, I run down the hill. I'm like, Alex, are you okay? He doesn't say anything. He's rolled down the hill. He's rolling around. I look up the hill, you guys, and what do I see but the exact same orange fox fursuit with no head, and my friend is in it. And they had swapped him out for a goddamn stunt double. Damn you, Johnny Knoxville. That's exactly right. They all come out, they start clapping. We did it, guys. Thank you all, we did it. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? There's two foxes. Yeah, so they reverse pranked me, and I'm the season finale of the show, and I watched all the episodes, you guys. And nobody else on the show got a gift. I got a very special gift. On December 16th, 2022, in front of a live studio audience, we watch our episode. So, you know, it's like you sit down, you're like, how are you doing? You look great. You do too. Oh my God. And you like watch the episode with a live studio audience and you record that and that becomes your episode. So it's the whole thing. We get done watching it and I told them when I started the show, I said, this has to be a positive image of furries. I said, I don't know what I would do, you know, if this hurt the community, you know, or like stop me from getting laid. Do you understand? Like, what's at stake here, God damn it? My livelihood. So they say yes, and I'm watching this on the screen, and it's a positive, funny, not like pointed at furries, you know? It was like with furries, and I was so happy. I cry on the thing, and I'm like so thankful that ABC accepted me, and this show is produced by Jimmy Kimmel. I mean, this is a dream come true for me. I'm a little comedian gay boy from Kentucky. So horny, his mama says I'm a badger, I would fucking kill anyone. If they sell you drugs or anything, baby. But please sell me drugs. Not hard drugs. But listen, point is, on December 16th, 2022, after watching this episode, they say, Dario, we have one more surprise for you. Sophia? And a girl named Sophia, obviously, it can't be a different name. Her name has to be Sophia. She comes out with a giant present, and she puts it right in the smack dab middle of the stage. And they say, open it. Guys, I go up to this box. I lift the lid. And I pull out this head and my brand new fursuit. And in that moment, I'm the most out furry in the fucking planet. If Putin wanted to drone strike me, he could say, "Nyet. I do not like how horny this hyena makes me. Makes me want to call Lindsey Graham up." I said, "No more, Lindsey, no more." And it's not 2 seconds later, you guys, they start chanting, "Put it on, put it on." I wipe my tears away, and I'm literally being picked up by force by Johnny Knoxville and Eric Andre and shoved into this fursuit. I don't think anyone else on earth can say that. Like, maybe Wee Man can say that. He's like, "It was way easier, dude. I just whooshed in, I went through it, fuck. Went out the leg and shit." Dude, Wee Man with the fursuit would be so fucking cute. You'd be like, "Who's this minor?" In this room, fucking. And you're like, no, it's Wee Man. I was like, "Oh, sweet." So on that day, Yamo came into my life. From my fursuit maker, Lobito Works. Fantastic maker. I mean, listen, guys, I'm a very active hyena. So if this thing can hold up to my sweaty, dancy, stinky body, then you have got to give them a try, okay? You know what I mean? Because my fursuit should evaporate from how much I fucking dance. I'm just like... Some of you may have seen me cutting a rug. Licking a rug? No, I haven't. Yeah, I haven't tried that yet, but maybe someday. I know the vibe's a little different now that my head's off, but I was always a human underneath. Yeah, baby. So that's where my suit came from, and that's why I think you're all here is because I'm the comedian. There is no other stand-up comedians that I know of. Yeah, stroke my little ego. Oh, shit. I'm gonna tell my mama all about this. Yeah, so I'm very happy. Sometimes I think because my mother was a bodybuilder, that's why I'm gay. Like I was just in her womb, her fit little womb, and she was just sucking the testosterone out of my little fetus body, She's like, "Gah, gah." And I'm like, "You do you, mama, gulp, gulp." "Don't worry, baby, I'm just gonna be a gay furry, you get that competition, mama. And I know you'd be a badger and you'd fuck somebody up if they were a snake." Yeah, baby, yeah. Who's having a great time at this convention? Oh my God. Golden State, baby. The new MFF, baby. Hell yeah. This is actually my 3rd convention. My first one was this very con last year. I had so much fun. I had less noise complaints last year. What the fuck's up with that? I don't know. Respect. So this is gonna be my hour. You know what I'm saying, you guys? This is all for you, my furries. I love my community. With all my heart. With every boner. With every spread butt cheek. I will stand while you stroke and lick and nuzzle and cuddle this hyena. As your furry president, I will make sure there's water in every room. Not just the bathroom, not just the bedroom, but every room. Yes, that's right. Vote for me. Yeah, you guys been to the dances? Guys, that's the thing. When you're at a furry convention when the air is as thick as soup with fur. The lights were beaming through this room last night, and I could just see so much hair, I realized I was actually swimming into the room. It's like, oh, fuck. This is a lot of fur. We're gonna have more fur flying tonight, am I right? Unless you wax, am I right? 'Cause then your pubes won't fly off, right? This is a rated 18 and up a comedian panel for a reason. My mother is a foul-mouthed sailor of a woman, but she's just the sweetest woman ever. My mom always wants to help people, almost to a fault. Because in Kentucky, there's a lot of nothing to do but be a drug addict. Or make a baby. Or pray, or, go mudding, or which has a different meaning here, but mudding, gross. She always ends up with people she's trying to help, but she hates alcohol and drugs. She's always around the addicts she's trying to save. I'm like, don't complain, Mama. You want to be here. Now pass that line. No, I've never done coke. Had my roommates doing some coke last night. Yeah, I'm not afraid to admit it. The con in the back is like, don't admit it. We'll have to kick you out. You'll be evicted. Yes, but this is my life. I'm 34. I've been through it all, man. Mental health in Kentucky declined real fast. I was in college. I had to go to rehab. I was never much of a drinker, but I was bipolar. So my parents were just like, go get to rehab. We don't know what's wrong with you, buddy. Having a psychotic break and shit. Not a lot of fun. But when you're in rehab and you don't drink that much, you almost feel like a bitch. People are going around the AA table, They're like, and that was the last time I ever saw my brother alive when I passed out at the wheel. And you're like, that's really hard, Bubba. Yammo? And I'm like, well, I got too high and ate all these Pop-Tarts, and I don't know, here I am, I don't get blacked out. And they're like, you sure? You sure you don't get blacked out? Probably get blacked out a lot if you say. That's what all the addicts are there. They're saying, I don't belong here, but I'm like, I really don't belong here. I'm just mentally ill. The first night I got to the rehab, they were like, this is something other than drugs and alcohol. Off to the Nashville Centennial with you. Yeah, I've been to 3 psych wards in college. I've met... That guy was like, fuck yeah, psych ward! Going after this con, psych ward con! Woo, 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 woo. Crazy, yeah, getting well. Wasn't fun. I met a woman who was like, I have all these babies in me. I don't know how many babies there were. There were no babies. That was probably the Kentucky in her saying, have a baby. Make it Mitch's, grr. Kentucky will fuck you up. It's one thing to have faith, and it's another to say, homosexuals shouldn't get married, or furries are all about sex, or you're corrupting the children, you trans people. Really trans? You sure it's not just cool? Why would they ask that unless they thought it was cool? They're like, hey, you just trying to be cool? Or are you really, your gender is not what you think it was? Because it's okay if you just want to be cool, but I just it's the hot thing right now just to be, I'm a trans. I hate going to open mics and hearing straight comics talk about trans issues. It's like, buddy, what the fuck do you know? I think I could teach them a lesson, if they came to this con. Who here is this your first con? Oh, yeah, you little virgins. Got a little Freddie Mercury in there. Oh, whoa. Ooh, another one bites my musk. Another one bites my musk. Hey, hey, another one bites my musk. Hey, hey, oh, oh, oh. There's a stereotype I find very hurtful about hyenas. They say we're stinky. They say we smell. They say we have odor. Well, I'm here to tell you that's bullshit. I smell great. Every time you see a stink line, it's a soap line. Every time you snoof me, you gotta snorf me too. Yeah, it's a snoof and snorf combo, baby. My pits are heaven. My crotch is hell. No. Depends on the bottom, am I right? Yeah, love being hard. Anybody else? Somebody in the front was like, woo! Getting hard. We all know, I'm not saying all of us in here, but some of us are horny. Clap your hands if you're horny. Aha! Aha, you little horny shits! What about the children? That's right. This is an adult panel. Furry's my brother, and it's taken us so long to get here. And here we are. Have you guys been enjoying the set so far? Oh my God. This room is, you guys notice when you came in, there were less seats than there were people. Now, I don't know how I'm gonna pay you all back, but if you hit me on Telegram, one by one, I'm sure we can work something out. Yes, I am a whoreen. I'm a whoreena. I'm empowered as fuck. I'm aggressively polyamorous. Like, I will say I love you day one if you're, like, Twinkie enough, you know, or if you're sweet enough, or you just, like, happen to brush up against me. Like, I'll say, I love you. Or, like, I'm a normie, sir. But I like that. Yeah, baby. Had such a fun weekend. You know, working for Aloe all week, talking to namaste customers. Sometimes they're not so namaste. Sometimes they want their yoga mat replaced today. I'm like, ma'am, that's impossible. I can have it next Monday, ooh woo. And I get paid for that shit. Yeah, baby. I'm also very fit. I was a boxer when I was 14. I was an amateur boxer. So I feel like, you know, I took that and I knew that I could always protect myself. And also, like, boxers are kind of sexy, right? I did Muay Thai in college, you know, a lot of shin-on-shin action. Something about being such an aggressive male has made me such a soft boy. Because I'll have the weapons, I know not to use them. If this was a deadly weapon, I will holster it. I put my fitness into my men and my love. I was cuddling last night, god damn. Those kisses at 3 a.m. hit different. Those smooches late at night, they slap. You're pretty lit, fam, if you do know what I'm saying. Are you guys afraid they're gonna ban TikTok? Oh my God, what a mixed consensus. Some of you are like, kill the TikTok, free speech, drama. You know, there's a lot of things that go on there. I was at my friend's room last night, late at night, when they realized their shower does not work. And y'all call me stinky. Bet those boys are musky as fuck today. I thought I saw them by the pool, you know, just like with a bar of soap. I'm like, well, yeah, can't do that in the pool. Gotta go tell the front desk, buddy, the concierge, where the fuck they are. Yeah, remember him? Yeah, I've been doing stand-up since I was like 21. My mother opened for me. She's the funniest woman I know, too. Fuck me, right? She's both scary, kind, and funny, like shit. She doesn't know that because I have such a past with my mental illness and substances. She finally got to a place where she was like cool with the weed. She just doesn't want me to smoke and hurt my lungs. She's like, you're gonna die, you know? Your grandmother had bad lungs. You can't do it forever. She's like in the shadow, like, hitting that vape again, honey? If there's a snake here, they're fucking dead. I'm like, Mom, I'm just trying to get high at this FurCon. I don't need you in the back of my skull. That's where my coyote friend goes. No, But she has we've had such a difficult time with sobriety. And I'm in such a good place. I didn't drink for about 9 years. And then I also didn't smoke for like 3 years after going to the psych ward and everything. And then as I'm moving to California, it was just about the end of June, 2016, when Trump was about to be elected. And let me tell you, that is a good time to leave Kentucky. Oh. I'm going to get Legal weed, bitch. Yeah, whatever the fuck I want to do. Guys, when I came to LA, it was so impactful in my homosexual life. I was over 230 pounds when I moved here, and now I'm at a nice 165. But after this con, probably 160, because I can barely eat. No, I had Denny's this morning. Oh, I love the cinnamon pancakes. Oh my God, the Denny's was so good today. It was so busy in there. I had my little mouse friend with me. Woo. Raise it. Has anyone got any mice in here? Any mice? It's a rare fucking breed, am I right? Or they're so small we can't see them. Little mouse furry running around Zootopia style, like, hey, I can't see Gamma because of your fucking shoe. Scuttle, scuttle. Yeah, we have a lot of canines in here. We have a lot of felines in here. Felines are like, hiss, bitch. We're napping. That's why I tell people I'm not dirty. I'm like, I lick myself every day, okay? Keep my shit clean. Yes, being a furry is amazing. It's been so freeing for me. When I first got to LA, I went to West Hollywood for the first time. And it was so jarring to see so many homosexual people being the majority that I just couldn't move, you know? I was in like gay eyes. I'm like, nobody's throwing any Bibles. There's no guns being waved around. Like, this is amazing. Finally, a place where the straights are less. Where the gays can be free. In WeHo, I know I can be me. So I'll put on that thong. And I'll do a striptease. And maybe Daddy will notice me in WeHo. But Daddy never does. Because you either have to get put in a box sometimes. Are you a top or are you a bottom? Bitch, I'm a hyena. I'm a secret third thing, you know what I mean? I'm neither dog nor cat, top nor bottom. I'm in and I'm out. I love getting in my animal form here. Holy shit. That's why dogs have it so good, man. Just licking themselves all day. Getting stinky on the floor. We pick up after them. We make our suits out of them, you know what I mean? Not out of them, Jesus fuck, you know? It's not Cruella de Vil fucking furry, you know? There's this real poodle. I'm the new Dalmatian, bitch. Could you imagine if they did like 101 furries? Like, that'd be a fucked up show. They're like, I want to skin that dog for a real fursuit. She always has a long fucking cigarette. It's like, that bitch has cancer. She needs to talk to my mama ASAP. Hear a story about my grandma. You know, it was hard for us all during the pandemic. It was very, very hard. I had a roommate who was extremely at risk. They had a very rare type of diabetes. It was extra die. Only like 1% of the world gets this kind of diabetes, so we didn't see anybody. You know what I mean? It was a hard time. We made it work. I was with my mate in NoHo, and we had the arts district, the restaurants, the homeless people outside every night, keeping us comfortable. Yeah, just like, that's Kelly. Keeping the block safe from worse homeless. No, I'm sure some of us out here have been through that difficult period of not having a home, and I'm so glad we're all here, loving each other, in and out, up and down. Trust me, I saw it last night. That's why we got 2 noise complaints. We had to get the knot in, and then we had to get it out. Nodding. If you like nodding, you like commitment. is if you're gonna go that deep, you are gonna stay that deep for a little while, okay? Yeah, I like being a furry because it lets my polyamory run fucking wild. Like, I give my heart to so many people, you know? I'm just like, have a heart, you have a heart. Everybody gets a piece of my heart and whole. Actually, I didn't bottom it all last night, but tonight, who's it gonna be? No, do you think I'm gonna come out this later and be like, why did I say that? Wow, I cannot work at ABC again, wow. Don't look at my Twitter. I did a fun April Fool's joke. Little old me and April Fools. Everybody in April Fools on Twitter was posting like, finally showing whole. Oh, here's my body, I'm horny, enjoy. It's just a picture of the like censored, this is censored image. It's just a picture of the warning. Ho, ho, ho. Well, I thought, what if, when you clicked mine, it was me getting fucked in the ass? April Fools, I am gay! Ha ha ha! Ha ha, got you so good! April Fools, this is my timeline every day now. AD account. Only yeens? Only yeens up in here. Ooh, come steamk with us. Yeah, that was funny. I don't think it can be deleted fully. That's strange. The fuck, Elon? Yo, I feel like a part of me is in this really weird place in my life. Because I'm a furry, I'm a comedian. There's never been such a mainstream, furry, I hope, and we always are like, when's the first, furry celebrity? Is it Lil Nas X? Is it gonna be one of us? I think it's gonna be, that dancer, Kotetsu or whatever, you know what I'm talking about, that white cat dancer who fucking breaks it down on Twitter? I think it's gonna be them. But it could be this boy. Yeah, vote for Yamo. I will take the slings and arrows of the furry community. I will bear the weight of the cross of my sins, woo. When they say I can't be on TV, I'll say, why not? And they'll say, because you were naked on Twitter. And I'll say, can I see the video? That is, how do you know that's me in the head? I think there's quite the argument there. I don't remember if I had my head that day. Come to think of it, I was out reading a Bible. About being a good Christian. No, I was getting fucked in the ass. And loving it. It was a big-dicked rabbit. Something about twinks with big dicks is so disproportional. It's like, that should have gone on your body, buddy. Could have filled out the rest of you with more muscle, but less dick. Guys, happy Foreskin Day the other day. I tell you, I don't got any, but I want some. I wish I had foreskin so bad. I wish I could take my friend's foreskin, wrap it up, and go to bed. Good night. Thanks for washing. Boy, oh boy, let's start the day. Wash my hands in the dick. Check my face in the glands. Looking good, Yamo. I would treat my foreskin dick so good. God, I would treat it so good. I would wash it. I would rub it. I would sing to it. You're so beautiful, it's true. I peeled you back on a cloudy day. The fuck? Was that reverb, baby? Is that my foreskin talking? Are you out there? Please come back to daddy. So fucked up, the doctors took you from me. It sounded like there was a second Yamo in here. I was like, holy shit. Did I fuck myself? I always thought that would be a hot scenario to fuck myself. Is that like two up my own ass? Or is that just confidence if you want to fuck yourself? You know, there's a line from being confident and like repugnantly only about yourself. And I care about a lot of you guys. A lot of you are my personal friends. Give it up if you know me personally. See that? What a bunch of love in the room. Now give it up if you touch my penis. No, you fucking didn't. Some of y'all are liars. Some of y'all are like, I did. Me, the janitor in the back. Thank you, Yamo. I've learned so much about your whole species. Last night when I was in the dance, there was like one tiny little Marriott old man over here just waiting. Just pristine as fuck, watching the debauchery. Just going, I hope someone will buy a drink from me. And I did. I bought a little red wine. I swam through the furry soup. Came over, got a little wine. Gulp. They were breaking it down last night, you know. Give it up for all the DJs and the con staff. Everybody making that shit happen for you and you and you. Give it up for the people who brought lube and condoms and... Some of y'all are raw dogging. Some of y'all are like, fuck that. Listen, this is an adult set, goddammit. We're all adults in here. Yeah. I'm from Kentucky. I love LA. It's almost time for beach season. Yeah, I don't do too good in the cold. I like to stay hot. I like to stay hot. One time when I was on the beach, a bird shit on me. My friends had mixed reactions. One friend was like laughing his ass off. He's a dick. And another friend was like, that's good luck. Wow. Bird shit on him. He's gonna have a great fucking year. Might as well shit in my mouth. I would have had a fucking decade of good luck, you know? Damn bird furries, motherfuckers. I love Santa Monica. Oh yeah. I like to be in the water, and I think too often that climate change goes unchecked. And I think I do my part because I like to kick the waves back in the ocean. I'm like, get the fuck back in there, bitch. This is our seaside property, ho. Yeah, one time, my foreskin having friend. I love him. This boy popped my cherry all those years ago. You never forget your first. Well, he's half Mexican, and I forgot the sunscreen. He was visiting. We're both from Murray, Kentucky, but he was coming from Chicago, not the sunniest place. I should have brought the sunscreen. He said, oh, you're a quarter Puerto Rican, Adario. You're gonna be fine. 2 hours of swimming later, we were fucking lobsters, okay? He went from a jaguar to a lobster. I went from a hyena to a lobster. And we had fooled around the night before, just a little bit. It was the first time in so many years I felt like God was punishing us. God was like, and now I smite thee, furry. Enjoy touching each other while it feels like acid on your flesh. One moment I'm buying a drink from the concierge. Do you take God money? What's God's like? Crypto, you know what I mean? Does he have like a Bored Ape? He's like, fuck, I lost a lot of money on that. Should never have made that. Dumb. It's like if God's so almighty, can he make a version of himself that's like a stoner on the couch, just in his way? It's like, God, what are you doing? He's like, what are you doing? It's like, God, we're supposed to be ending war today. And it's like, well, I'm making furries. Fuck yeah, you want some? Do you want some? Because I have a lot of furries. This one's a fucking ringtail. Look at him. Woo, woo, woo. Off he goes. Stoner God is always showing up late. He's like, I'm so sorry, God. How was that earthquake? Did we stop it? Sorry about that. I was too busy fucking with the furries. I made this wine called Gammo. It's hot. But like, I think he's like missing a piece. Like he doesn't have the foreskin. And God's like, there's more important things, Dimitri. Or, God could name himself whatever he wanted, Does he use, like, the English language, or does he use, like, a fucking God Phoenician alphabet that's like, sorry about my dialect. I'm God. I'm from very up north. You could say I'm from upstate. It's like 5 earthquakes. Shit. No more chuckles for the Lord. I'm very blessed to be up here. I grew up in a Christian place, but I found now my religion forms more into, like, I think that we probably live again. You know what I mean? We maybe live again with a reincarnation. I'm just saying statistically, if you put enough monkeys in a typewriter and they make a hyena on stage, that inevitably the universe must fucky-wucky itself until I'm up here again, right? So that's just a little of my personal, like, beliefs that we do eventually come back to this moment. Come back to that bussy. Come back to that room party last night. Ending the night with a little nightcap. It was semen. It's a different kind of White Claw. Oh my God, there's white on my claw. 3%. It's a good thing you can't be drunk and come in someone and make them drunk. I just think that's cool. I think that's handy, Like, if you could transfer the drug you were doing into the person you're fucking, would that put the drug industry at, like, risk of losing money? Or, like, would we all be like, hey, I'm actually high for the next 30 minutes. You want some? There you go. Thanks, bro. It's a nice dick. Been thinking about making the universe. Yeah. These room parties be getting out of hand sometimes. We have electrodes in our room. I don't like getting zapped. I'm not a masochist. I'm not a sadist. I like pleasure. I like kisses. Not the Hershey kind. I like them on my mouth. I like to kiss man. If y'all are in this room and y'all like kissing man, well, then maybe you're a lesbian or you are straight. But most of us like kissing men in here. Some of y'all were questioning that, like, this is a man kissing room? Fuck! I just picked a room panel to come into. Oh, fuck me. Yes, this is a man kissing panel. Tips on how to kiss more men. Bathe. Listen to them. And squeeze them right here, just a little bit, with permission. Because consent is king, I love asking, may I do this? May I do that? May you pull out? The answer's no, bitch. My legs are like a fucking vice grip. I will snap you in half like a guillotine. Yeah, one that doesn't miss. My legs are like a pincer, the Pokemon. Less thorny, just as strong against psychic types. I think Yamo, he would be maybe like a dark type. What do you guys think? What's... Was that a Pokemon reference? What did you say? Would my signature move be foul play? Listen, it's been a very long time since I played Pokemon. But I do carry leftovers, you know what I'm saying? Guys, now believe it or not, it's 4:30. Guys, this is the end of my panel. Can you believe it? You've heard me talk about come. You've heard me talk about ABC. You've heard me talk about the Lord himself. Now tonight I want you all to go out there, love each other, rage. Don't get a noise complaint. And please follow me on social media. My name is Yamo the Yeen. You can find me on Twitter at Yamo Yeen. You can find me on Instagram at Adario1, ADARIO 1. And guys, this is the first furry special. Thank you all very much.